Yo, YouTube.
Welcome back to another TC2 video.
So, welcome to our first, club review on the channel. Welcome to another video, guys. Today we are reviewing the new Titleist TSR3 Driver. Went to film at MK Golf.
Yeah, so I've been seeing Mark and Kurt probably since I was in middle school. They've always custom fit all of my clubs. Jamie Watson has always been the main fitter at their location, and he has always been, we even talked about it today, he's been there now for 10 years and he is just awesome. They're all so awesome there. You feel like you can really trust everything they say. They're extremely knowledgeable. They're continuously getting top 100 fitters in the world, or in the US, sorry.
So if you're in San Antonio and or a surrounding area, you live in our neck of the woods, you gotta stop by MK Golf. They are, like Taylor said, constantly recognizing Golf Digest as a top 100 club fitter. They're close to us, have a great relationship with Taylor, and ever since Taylor and I started dating, I trust them with, everything for me. Jamie Watson, who I will be getting fitted by in this video today, fit me for my brand new irons, wedges, new driver, and he's going to help us out today because I just have 100% trust that he's going to tell me the honest truth. So let's head to MK Golf. Let's test out the new TSR Driver. Again, this is our first ever club review. I was doing the fitting. Taylor wasn't hitting the new driver, so bear with us. We'll learn as we go. Kind of excited to do a new video for you guys.
Yeah.
So let's head to MK Golf.
Hey guys, I'm Jamie Watson here at MK Golf Technologies. I'm one of the elite fitters here. Been doing it for 10 years. I'll be working with Tyler today on testing out his TSi3 compared to the TSR3. So Tyler, take it away and let's see what you got.
Jamie fitted me for all of my brand new irons, new clubs and everything. So I trust him. We're going to see if the TSR is worth it compared to the TSi3. Let's get some numbers. I'm hitting my gamer driver now, TSi3, 9 degree, Tennessee white, 65 gram X-Flex shaft. And then I'm gonna be his guinea pig, and we're gonna throw some stuff in the new driver and see if we're buying it today. So let's do it. So I had a few more.
Yeah, speed's gone up a little bit.
Two.
That one was pretty solid there. 2200 spin. Launch could have been a little bit higher. That was a good one there.
Not terrible.
Good swing there.
Yeah, that's better.
I've got enough there, man.
A little right, but I think that's aim.
Just as long as I got consistency, that's all I really worry about. So I've got 4 really good shots there. I'm going to take out that one shorty that you caught a little thin. So that'll give us a good average on what your potential could be. But I'm kind of seeing your average just be, as far as ball speed goes, about 161, 162. Club hit speed's about 110.5. So efficiency is really, really good there. Angle of attack is a little inconsistent, going from 1 to 4. Path is solid. So I mean, all in all, spin rate's really consistent, really good. Let's test out the new TSR and just kind of compare it to it and see what we see.
Cool. Yeah, and then when I go like 4 or 5 with the new one, he'll put the numbers up and we'll compare and we'll see if ball speed's different, carry, anything like that. Like Jamie was saying, TSR3 set 9 degrees, weight is an H2, more in the heel, same as my gamer now. Tensei 1K, 65 gram X-Flex shaft, so the newer version of what's in the gamer driver now. Almost feels heavier. Is it just in my head?
Just a little different profile, so balance points are going to be a little bit different.
A lefty, but that's the only thing that I noticed is different so far. It looks really good. I just like the Titleist. It's just a clean black head, just classic. Not too much going on.
Classic pear shape.
That's a good one right there.
Do you like the look of this one better than your other one?
It looks very similar. The only thing that I see that's different is the face, but you can't even really see the face when you're hitting it. That was a good one up there. Exact same course as the other one. What's like optimal attack angle upwards with the driver? Just so I know.
I typically like to see about 2-3 degrees, somewhere in there. At that point, I can kind of see that 13 to 15 degree launch angle. I feel like for you, you would pick up just a little bit more carry if you were to be able to launch it at 13 versus 10.
Right.
That's what your average is right now. Spin rate is really, really good. So like I said, if you could just get that ball up a little bit more, I think you could pick up a little bit of yardage as far as carry goes.
That's right. That's what, we're at 10, trying to get to maybe 12 now, and
Yeah.
13 be the goal.
Yep.
Higher block. I don't mind that miss hit though. It's just it's not slicing or cutting
Yeah, face
off the
was a-
planet.
Yeah, face was a little bit open. We got that to 11.4. Still see the same carry number, but because the ball moved off to the right a little bit, spin rate went up just a hair. Good swing there.
A little left, but not terrible. How many more do we need?
I would say if you give me one more.
One good one. Doesn't feel like that should be going left,
Yeah.
unless I was toe and I didn't feel it.
So I've got enough there. Let's take a look at those. So we got a couple left ones. We got one slightly out to the right, but it's actually gave us pretty decent numbers. Q actually got just a little bit more ball speed off of your gamer. And a little bit more pop. So a little bit slightly lower spin with the TSR3, which is typically what I've seen with it, as opposed to the TSi3. Like I said, kind of testing out that new shaft, the new version of what you have. We can definitely test the TSR with your shaft that you have in your TSI and get a good comparison to see if there's going to be a difference in that. But just based off of what I'm seeing, you're not picking up, or you're not gaining or losing anything by switching to the new driver.
Yeah, for
when
sure.
you hit yours really, really well.
Yeah, sure. I guess just for giggles, let's throw the gamer shaft in and we'll go from there.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, one last test to see if this thing's worth even buying. The only difference is we put the old shaft back in. This one, the gamer from right now, just to see what's different. This would be the true test because you only swap the head. Same ball.
So let me make a quick adjustment to that. So now that we've seen a consistent pattern going off to that left there, maybe on this head, you don't need to be so far on the heel.
That was the one thing with the TSi3 when we moved it to the heel. I wanted to draw it until we put it a little bit on the other side, and it just kind of dialed it in. So now Jamie just put it to neutral. The weight here in the back is just dead in the center. So that's toe. Like if that was with the other one, that thing's left of left.
Yep.
That was
your
303.
That was your longest carry of the day right there.
That's like toe no spin, I think.
So that's what I meant about being able to get that launch angle up. So we were at 13.8, swing speeds at 114, 164 ball speed. So 2 more miles off the face, but your carry went up about 15 to maybe 20 yards. So seeing that 300 carry in here, 331, we got 1932 spin. So definitely seeing some solid, like that right there would be your optimal.
That's ideal right there.
That is ideal right there.
That's for sure.
That was solid.
That was a good launch angle right there. If I could do that every time at
That's it.
165, I mean, I could live with that. That was
Had that been on the
Pretty good
heel,
right
that
there.
would have been way left.
yeah. That wasn't launched very high, but miss hit.
Yep.
It's pretty straight still.
Smashed.
Yeah, that was not like that behemoth from earlier, but that's a good one right there.
Yeah. Speed's a little down on that one. Didn't quite hit it in the center, kind of caught it a little high. But the reason you can see that is the spin rate dropped quite a bit. So
Yeah.
anytime that you get that ball high up on that face, that spin's gonna drop a little bit.
For sure.
But if I'm choosing between the two shafts, I definitely like this one a little bit more. Like I said, between the two heads, you're gonna have to change setting on one versus the other.
Yeah.
Kind of hitting the neutral setting on this one just a little bit better.
For sure. It's not going left with that. That's crazy how
Correct.
different that is. So
Correct. So
just chuck those averages up and then we'll take a peek.
a little bit better, just solely just based on the launch angle. So launch angle came up, ball speed's at 160. So I'm gonna say you're all at 160. You had that one that you murdered that, your ball speed's at 164. So like I said, this is from your worst to your best. 284, 278, 281. I mean, man, unless you just want to spend, 500, $600 on a new driver for 4 yards, 3 yards,
It's not.
I'll sell you one,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
just based off of what I'm seeing, and it's what we see every year is there's slight modifications to each of the drivers, but we don't ever see huge improvements from one year to the next. It's usually not until every few years. There are a few exceptions that are out there from, I'm going to give an example. If you went from G to G400, that was a quantum leap that year in driver for going from one to the next. But, Titleist has always made a consistent product. Going from TS3 to TSi, that was a huge leap. So it was going to be very difficult for them to really just make that much of a change.
Yeah, I think the numbers kind of speak for themselves, and this is 5 yards more, but really I optimized the launch angle rather than the club, most likely, because the ball speed's all at 160, 161 average. There's really no difference here. And then with the TSR3, there was a few that I hit on the toe, so it's probably a little less spin and going further, but really just kind of optimized my swing. So, Titleist, I appreciate you, but no new driver today. All right, we are all wrapped up at MK Golf. Here on the screen is the foresight report from the simulator, from the 3 drivers that I did test. So we hit the brand new TSR3. If you made it this far in the video, we're just going to kind of talk about the numbers because really there's no difference in this. If you have an older driver, I do think the TSR3 would be worth it. In the case for me, certainly not. So this first one here, we'll just kind of look at the average, right? So average ball speed of 161, spins around 2100, which is really good. Carry average of 280 and total average of 309 yards. So the first test we did with the TSR3 um, was with the brand new Tensei 1K 65X Flex shaft. It actually didn't end up being great, but as you can see, actually the ball speed on my gamer was 2 mile an hour faster. Spin was down a little bit, so pretty similar numbers. So I actually did it just kind of for giggles. I put my gamer shaft back in the TSR3. I mean, we did these numbers right here are from the neutral weight setting. So in the gamer now, I do have an H2 setting, which is, the furthest towards the heel that it can go. So with the TSR3, these averages here are the neutral weight setting with my gamer shaft, which is the Tensei White 65 gram X Flex shaft. So this was a little bit of an improvement from the gamer now, but really we're still at 160 average ball speed. The spin was down a little bit, but I think that there was a few that I caught a little high on the face and on the toe. They kind of took the spin number down, so really right around the same of 2000. Carry was up 4 yards, and the average total was up also 5 yards to a total of 315, 314, sorry. But really, I think I said it in the video, the launch angle. I don't ever really hit on a simulator much unless I'm getting fitted. So I knew that I was launching it a little bit lower here. And when Jamie kind of pointed it out, I was kind of focusing on swinging up a little bit more. So I do think the 5 yards of deviation here was because I optimized launch angle and angle of attack with the driver rather than the actual club. So for me, this day, the TSR3 was definitely not worth
buying. I think if it were maybe 8 to 10 yards, I'd consider it, but here being, the fact that this was optimized down here compared to up top with the gamer for 5 yards, I couldn't justify it myself. So if you are in the market for a new driver, go hit it. Let us know what you think. If you've hit the TSR3 versus the TSi3, let us know. I did think that this would be a really good comparison for you guys. So let us know what you thought of the first review video, what you think of the new TSR driver. So see you in the next video. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I will see you very soon with something new.